going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel. This is your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. I am Ken. Today, guys, look, we're going to talk about some cheap Blu-rays. More specifically, the cheapest Blu-rays in my collection. Yes, I decided to get on Blu-ray.com, filter what are the cheapest Blu-rays right now, according to Amazon. That's the best way I can figure it out, guys. I mean, the Amazon pricing is usually around like what it's worth and what it's going for in the rest of the market, the rest of the locations where it's being sold. Now, I will say Hamilton Books does have some really great deals. It might be worth browsing Hamilton Books and then figuring out like what's in my collection that's also on Hamilton Books for very cheap, and then maybe doing another video talking about some movies in my collection that you can get for very cheap on Hamilton Book. That could be a possibility. Also, Groove runs regular sales on Blu-rays. You can get like 3 for $20 or 2 for $13, I think they're doing right now. So with that, you can get Blu-rays for $6.50. I will say every Blu-ray that I'm going to talk about 15 Blu-rays in my collection. The cheapest that I figured out through Amazon and Blu-ray.com, just by filtering what's the cheapest, what's the lowest cost Blu-rays, and then I just went down the list, what's the ones in my collection, and I picked them all out. But all of them are either at or below $8. So this could give you some good recommendations. You may not realize that some of these are as cheap as they are and be like, oh, thanks, I'm going to go out and get this. I can link them down below, but that's not really like why I'm doing this. I just kind of like to do this for fun, just to kind of put it out there. Like, these are the Blu-rays that, like, this is the cost of these Blu-rays. This is where they're at right now. This is where physical media is at right now with certain titles. And then just talk about the ones in my collection. I've never really made a video like this, I don't think, on the channel. I made a lot of videos, guys, so it's possible I've made something like this before, but I don't think I have. It could be worth, though. This would take me longer to figure out, but I would like to do a most expensive Blu-rays in my collection as well. I think that would be pretty fun and pretty enlightening, because it's not something I really track. I've said this before. I don't really do this to like, I don't like flip stuff. I don't buy Blu-rays and then like look to sell them later on for a profit. Like, that's not really what I do. There's a lot of people that go out to yard sales and thrifting spots, and they're trying to get stuff as cheap as they can and resell it. I've never really been a reseller of any kind. So that's not really what I do. So I don't really pay attention like what my stuff is worth all the time, but it could be fun to try to figure it out and then to go through stuff. I know a couple off the top of my head that are pretty pricey. And we are just talking about Blu-rays here, guys. I know I talk about 4Ks a lot, but I wanted to talk about Blu-rays again. So look, let's just get into it. Before we get into it, though, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, comment down below. What are some cheap, affordable Blu-rays in your collection? What do you think of these Blu-rays? Were you surprised by any of the prices on these Blu-rays? Let me know that in the comment section below. Also, some of these, I will say, do have 4Ks, but I'm only showing off the Blu-rays because some people like it, Blu-ray is just fine. And that's okay, guys. Look, Blu-ray in some cases is just fine. Yes, the 4K can be better. It almost always is better, but sometimes Blu-ray is just fine to watch and enjoy a film. I mean, I used to grow up on VHS tapes, and that's how I fell in love with movies. So of course you can fall in love with movies still and enjoy movies on a lower format. All right, let's get into it, guys. Let's start with the cheapest Blu-ray in my collection. Like I said, this could be cheaper on eBay. It could be cheaper in a thrifting store. You could find it in a Goodwill for $2. But as of right now on Amazon, this is going for $4.99, and that is Sandra Bullock, The Blind Side. Sandra Bullock's The Blind Side. Look at this, guys. And I feel like this movie's gone under like some controversy or something recently. Now, I will say I haven't seen all the movies in this stack. I've seen The Blind Side, but it's been a really long time. I think I saw this when it came out, and I barely remember anything about it. But there's something about like the family like lied or something. It wasn't a real story. I don't know. There's some kind of controversy with this, but it is $4.99 currently on Amazon. On Blu-ray, if you do want to get this and check it out. And this does not have a 4K. This does not have a 4K. Next up, we've got a classic Western from the 90s, and I have never seen this Western. I've been wanting to check this one out for the longest time. I might as well just wait for Warner Brothers to put out a 4K at this point. But Wyatt Earp, right here with Kevin Costner. So this is like a damn near, this is over 3 hours. This is an over 3-hour movie. The Blu-ray is currently going for $5 on Amazon. So this is only a $5 Blu-ray to get Wyatt Earp. But again, Be warned, guys. Some of these got 4Ks, and some of these, the 4Ks could be right around the corner. I mean, Warner Brothers, they upgrade a lot of their stuff. So I think that at some point we could get Wyatt Earp, or maybe Arrow Video could put out Wyatt Earp. Who knows? They got that partnership with Warner Brothers. But yeah, Wyatt Earp is currently $5 right now. And I think I got that for $5, actually. I think I got that from Amazon for $5. Next up, guys, I have not seen this movie at all. It's still in the plastic. So I haven't even got the plastic off of it. But Hardball with Keanu Reeves. And I do need to watch this movie. I've heard great things about this film. But this is currently on Amazon for $5.45. $5.45. You can get Hardball with Keanu Reeves and Diane Lane. So yeah, definitely need to check this one out. I've heard good things about it. All right, next up, guys, we have got a movie that's getting ready, at least as I record this. This may come out after this movie comes out on 4K, but it's getting ready to get a 4K Steelbook from Sony. We've got Krull, or maybe Cruel. I don't know how you pronounce it exactly, but if you want this on Blu-ray, right now, this is the Mill Creek Blu-ray. You can get it for $5.55 on Amazon. The Steelbook, guys, is $40. And I don't think it's sold out yet or anything, but the Steelbook's $40. This Blu-ray is $5.55. Now maybe the 4K is going to look incredible. I haven't seen Krull. This is another one I haven't seen. I said about I've seen some of these, okay? We're going to get to some stuff that I've seen. But this one, you know, getting ready to get a 4K. I'm sure the 4K is going to look stunning. It's going to look great, but maybe Krull is just fine on Blu-ray, and you can get it right now. Like if you want to curb your need or desire to get that Krull 4K Steelbook. Maybe you've never seen the movie. You just want a nice, cool 4K Steelbook to add to your collection. Maybe you just get the Blu-ray, and check it out. $5.55. And if you really love it, then you can get the 4K Steelbook later. And it only sets you back $5. Who cares? That's like a cup of coffee or something at this point. But Krull on Blu-ray, guys. And then maybe it's a piece of crap and you don't like it. Then you save yourself $35, what you could have spent on a $40 Steelbook. All right, next up, this is a fantastic film, and it's a steal to get it at this price. I reviewed the 4K of this last year, and I said in that review, the 4K was good. It was a nice upgrade, but honestly, like the Blu-ray was pretty damn good too. And that is No Country for Old Men. So Criterion put this out on 4K last year. Now, there was a really great interview with the Coen brothers, but I think everything else was archival, and there's a lot of good archival stuff on here, including a making of on the Blu-ray. But this is going for $6.74 right now, currently on Amazon, which is an amazing price for an amazing film. Like maybe, quite possibly, like a top 5 movie of the 21st century. Like this movie is that damn good. I love this film, and like I said, the 4K was good. It was a solid 4K, but honestly, I struggled to find like any huge difference between the 4K and the Blu-ray. I mean, it's a newer film, and the Blu-ray, like to me, just looked really good, and the 4K looked really good too, and there wasn't like too big of a difference. So, again, like if you want it, the 4K is going for $35. You can get it for $25 in a Criterion sale. I feel like I've seen it like go down though below 25 just on like a regular a month or day. Like it wasn't even a Criterion sale. But still like $6.74. Like if you don't own this film, like this is a great way to own it. It plays just fine. I promise. It's a Blu-ray. And you know what? Criterion's release doesn't have a slipcover either. So you don't need that slipcover or anything like that. And yeah, No Country for Old Men, like you need this in your collection. You need to watch it for sure if you haven't seen it. Next up, guys, we've got a Robert Zemeckis film, a really good one, really solid one, Flight with Denzel Washington. This is currently going for $6.84 on Amazon, which again is a great price for a great movie. Now, I have not seen this film since it came out back in 2012, I believe. But I do remember it being a pretty damn good movie, and it might have been like one of Robert Zemeckis's like last like really solid movies. Like I've liked stuff from him, like that movie Here that came out last year. I actually thought that was a pretty good movie. But I feel like this was his last, like, I don't know, maybe he's done some stuff since then, but I feel like he definitely fell off in the 21st century pretty much after Castaway. Like Robert Zemeckis didn't make like a great movie again, at least in my opinion, because then he got into all the animated stuff I'm rambling, guys. But anyway, Flight, really good movie, and this is 684 right now currently on Amazon. So I do recommend that. Next up, I've got two Steelbooks to show off. Now, I'm not saying that the Steelbooks themselves are this price point, just the regular Blu-rays. I can show an image up there. But Rocket Man, I got the Blu-ray Steelbook of this. This is actually a Walmart exclusive. I never bought the 4K of this, and this came out in a time when like I wasn't buying everything in 4K. And for most new movies, I was like, the Blu-ray's just fine. I can just get the Blu-ray. And this is a really cool Steelbook. I like this Steelbook better than the 4K Steelbook they put out. And I love this movie though. Like this is a movie I need to rewatch. I don't think I've watched this since I think my wife and I watched it. I remember watching this like during the pandemic or something. It was like 2020, I think the last time I watched this. But I freaking love this movie. And I saw it in the theaters too. So I've seen it a couple of times. But this is a great Steelbook, though. Again, Walmart exclusive Steelbook. But the Blu-ray by itself, just the regular Blu-ray, which this is just the regular Blu-ray too, so it's the same Blu-ray. It's going for $6.94 on Amazon, which is a great price for a new film on Blu-ray. Again, there's a 4K, and I think the 4K's been down pretty cheap at maybe like 14 or 15 bucks, but like the Blu-ray looks just fine. And it's a newer film, and like with newer films, most of the time, like 4K is like it looks better, but again, like the Blu-ray with a newer film, it's still shot on 4K, it still looks great. So Rocket Man was a great film and definitely worth $7 on Blu-ray. Next up, I know we just got the 4K that came out for this, and I actually just watched it. It looks really good, and it does look like it's a pretty good upgrade over this Blu-ray. But if you just want to own this film in high definition, like you can get Casper for $6.99. So pretty much $7 on Amazon just to get the regular Blu-ray. Now, I'm not sure if the regular Blu-ray, like this will be the case, but with this Blu-ray Steelbook, this does have something that the 4K does not have. So you've got the movie on Blu-ray, but you've also got this bonus disc, which has, oh, it's about ready to fall out, which has some of the animated Casper movies on it, and the 4K did not have that. And I don't know if the Blu-ray, just the regular standard Blu-ray has that. Maybe that was exclusive to this Steelbook. But that could be something to look up and figure out. Because you could be getting more value with the Blu-ray than you would be getting with the 4K release. Just saying. But yeah, Casper it's perfectly fine in Blu-ray. It really is. Like the 4K looked really good, but it's perfectly fine on Blu-ray for $6.99. So there you go, guys. All right, next up, this is a movie that I feel like I've seen like 30 minutes of it. Me and my wife were watching it. She wasn't into it, and she was like, just turn this off. I don't care about this. But In the Heights, I think I got this on Black Friday for like 10 bucks with the slipcover. So I didn't hate what I was watching, but again, I haven't seen this movie. I should probably just sell it, to be honest. Like I don't have any desire to watch. This came out in a time period when like the musical was kind of coming back, and I was kind of on a high from La La Land. Like I was a big fan of La La Land for a long time. The Greatest Showman, my wife really liked that. So we jumped into this thinking we would like it because it was a musical. And like I said, maybe I would like it if I watched the whole thing. And I also bought West Side Story, Steven Spielberg's West Side Story, because I was wanting to watch that too. Just never did. And this one kind of came out around the same time. So I feel like musicals were having a resurgence. I was kind of into them at the time. So I bought this for 10 bucks on Black Friday. Still, it's not out of the wrap. I think when we watched it on HBO Max because it was like exclusive on HBO Max or something, or it was like day and date in the theater and on HBO Max at the same time, something like that. I think it was like 2020, 2021, somewhere around there. But this is currently $6.99. I don't feel like this sold well on Blu-ray. I feel like it's possible you could get this You could buy this off of Amazon and still get the slipcover. But yeah, again, it's not, it was, I don't remember it being bad, you know, but I put it in this video because it's in the collection and it's cheap. Next up, guys, we've got Jurassic World, which is $6.99 currently. Now, I will say there's several Blu-ray collections where you can probably get the entire franchise for what would be like, you know, an average of $5 a movie or something like that. If you got the Blu-ray collection, it's probably like 30, 35 bucks or something. Like, I can't remember what the Blu-ray, because they just recently came out with the 4K collection, which was all 7 films. I don't know if they did that on Blu-ray or not. I'm not sure if they did, but I know there's been Blu-ray collections in the past that have been like 30, 35 bucks. So, you know, it may be cheaper if you don't have any of the movies, to just get that Blu-ray collection. But if you're just missing Jurassic World for some crazy reason, you can get it for $6.99 currently on Amazon. All right. Next up, this one just got a 4K. Sugarland Express is $7.34 right now currently on Amazon, and I think the 4K is like 20 bucks. I just recently watched this movie on Blu-ray for the first time, actually, and the Blu-ray looked really good. Maybe the 4K will look better, but I was happy. I got a great experience watching Sugarland Express for the first time on Blu-ray, so I think that you would too. If you want to get it, it's $7.34 right now currently on Amazon. Next up, guys, this is a classic from my childhood. I used to watch this movie all the time for some reason. Call the Conqueror with Kevin Sorbo and the chick from Wayne's World. Why am I blanking on it? Cassandra. That's right. Yeah, Cassandra in this. That, I think that's why I watched it over and over again, to be honest, because I was probably 12 or 13 when this movie came out. Yeah, 1997. But yeah, Call the Conqueror. It's kind of a Conan the Barbarian ripoff, but I had never seen Conan when this came out, so this is kind of like my Conan of my childhood. But yeah, I remember this being pretty good. I haven't watched it though since I was probably 14. So definitely keep that in mind. But Call the Conqueror is currently, this Mill Creek edition is $7.49 currently on Amazon. So there you go. Next up, guys, you gotta like, he's getting ready to get a documentary. In the documentary trailer, I watched it. I had like tears in my eyes. It was crazy. John Candy and who's Harry Crumb. So look, who's Harry Crumb? This is a movie. I've not watched my Blu-ray of this. I have seen this film. It has been maybe 20 years since I've seen this film, so I don't remember too much about it. I need to rewatch this movie on Blu-ray at some point, but this is a Mill Creek Blu-ray. There's a lot of Mill Creek in this stack, so Mill Creek doesn't really hold its value too well. But this one is $7.49 currently on Blu-ray. You can get it off Amazon. A lot of these had those retro VHS slipcovers, and I pulled them off for the purpose of this video because I didn't want to show something off that you may not get if you actually order it off of Amazon. So yeah, this one had that too. But Who's Harry Crumb is currently $7.49, which look, it's, if you want to own John Candy, because why wouldn't you want to own John Candy's entire filmography in your collection? You can get this John Candy movie for $7.49 currently on Amazon. All right, this is a classic, guys. This might be top 5 Sylvester Stallone. I'm being a little sarcastic here. Stop. Oh, my mama, shoot. On Blu-ray is current. This one needs a 4K. Where's the 4K of Stop or My Mom Will Shoot? Where's that at? Who would put that out either? Like, who did this one? Was it Sony? I can see him doing a nice Steelbook of Stop or My Mom Will Shoot, but Mill Creek put this one out as well, and it's currently $7.92 right now on Amazon. But look, guys, this is, you know, Sylvester Stallone, Estelle Getty, Arnold Schwarzenegger notoriously turned this down and recommended Sly to the part for the parts, and he took it. And yeah, very funny story though. If you don't know about that, definitely look it up. But Stop My Mom Will Shoot. It's not a terrible movie. I mean, I've got nostalgia for it. It's not a good movie for sure, but it's kind of fun. It's goofy. I mean, Stallone wears a diaper in it. It is what it is. But yeah, it's $7.92 if you just want to own this this classic comedy from the 90s on Blu-ray. And lastly, guys, we have arrived to the last Blu-ray that is sitting at $8.24 on Amazon. I just watched this the other night. That is The Other Guys on Blu-ray. We watched it on streaming though. I did not watch the Blu-ray. But I think I got this at a thrifting spot for $6 back in the day. So it's 824 right now currently on Amazon. But this movie, I had not seen this film since my wife and I rented it back in the day. We probably rented it on DVD. And I do not remember it being as funny as it was. I was laughing so hard through this movie. Michael Keaton is so damn good in it. But Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg are great together. They got great chemistry. You got a little bit of The Rock and Samuel L. Jackson in there as well. And it's just a really solid comedy that I did not remember being as good as it was. So if you got any love for the other guys, let me know that in the comment section below. This is one that'll definitely go into my comedy rotation a little bit more going forward. Michael Keaton is just, with the whole Bed Bath and Beyond and the TLC stuff, is so damn funny. When he's trying to break up like the quiet fight in the corner, I was just like laughing my ass off. But 824 right now currently to get the other guys on Blu-ray. So there you have it, guys. There's some Blu-ray recommendations. You can get all these, for how much? $100 probably to get all these. Like, maybe you don't want all these, but you can get them all. Again, I didn't make this video to be like, you should get all these right now. They're not like necessarily recommendations, even though I feel like I recommended some of them. It was just letting you guys know, like, what are the cheapest Blu-rays that I have in my collection according to Amazon. Like I said, they could be cheaper other places. I don't know, but it was just easiest for me to look on Blu-ray.com, filter it out, and just figure it out that way. But, I hope y'all had fun with this video. I had fun making it. Thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Turn on those bell notifications for all future videos, and follow me on all my social media accounts. Those links are down below in the description, and we'll see you next time.